This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876 309 6128. That's 876 309 6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876 586 0471. That's 876 586 0471. Welcome to Sports City. I'm Simon Preston. Thank you so much for tuning in to another video on this channel. So we're going to talk a little bit about cricket as the West Indies women's team gets set to play New Zealand in the third one-day international of the series at the Sir Vivian Richards Cricket Ground in Antigua. Now, of course, the Windies women's side, they're already down 2-0 in the series with one more T20, or rather one more one-day international to go. The T20 series begins shortly after the series, and it will be 5 T20 internationals, and that will be used as preparation leading towards the T20 World Cup, which is slated for South Africa early next year. But this ODI, as we know, is still very important because there is a 50-over World Cup to qualify for. The West Indies made it to the semi-finals of the 2022 edition of the tournament, which was hosted in New Zealand, and for the 2025 edition of the tournament, which is hosted in India, there is a grand opportunity for the West Indies to pick up some points, as the ODI series that they play against teams between now and then will serve as points towards qualifying for the tournament. And if the West Indies is not one of the top 5 ranked women's ODI teams in the ODI Championship, well, it simply means that they'll have to head to the Women's World Cup qualifier. And that in itself can be even more tricky because you have teams such as the Ireland, the Netherlands, Sri Lanka, Zimbabwe, Thailand, and the United States, who are all hungry for a ticket to the World Cup. And that can be tricky in itself. So that is why points, even though the series is already going to New Zealand with one game to spare, it is incredibly important for the West Indies team to end the series on a high with a victory. So what are the changes to the squad for this game in particular? Well, we will see the Guyanese all-rounder Sherry-Ann Fraser coming into the squad for this game in particular. She replaces Shamilia Connell for this game. As we know, Fraser looked very, very good in the 60 tournament and the women's CPL, and she comes into the match for this game in particular. And John Brown said in this quote that the CG United ODI series has been a return to play for the team since their last encounter since in the World Cup in February to April. Although the team is in the rebuilding phase, the first 2 matches turned out to have a very close results, which augurs well for the future. The captain Hayley Matthews led from the front with her bowling and batting in the second match. It is also time to start exposing some of the younger players. In fact, that Shabika Gajnabi was given the responsibility of batting at number 3. Another young player, Sherry-Ann Fraser, has been included in the squad for their final ODI, and the panel strives to continue player development and exposure in international cricket. So that is the quote there from Anne John Brown for this encounter. This is the West Indies squad for the third ODI, which has Hayley Matthews, Shakira Selman, Ali Alain, Afi Fletcher, Sherry-Ann Fraser, Shabika Gajnabi, Chanel Henry, Kishonna Knight, Natasha McLean, Shadeen Nation, Karishma Ramharak, Stefani Taylor, and Rashada Williams. The T20 series, well, that starts next week, Wednesday. So there'll be 5 of them, the 28th, the 1st, the 2nd, the 5th, and the 6th. Those are the T20s to come. So we can look forward and let's see what the West Indies will be able to put out tomorrow. But certainly will be an encounter that they'll all be looking forward to get bounced back to winning ways towards. So Sports City fans, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to Sports City for more content. This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876 309 6128. That's 876 309 6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876 586 0471. That's 876 586 0471.